morning to you. This is Kakaaki Social. I'm Rena Obozeghie. Thank you for joining us on today's episode. Now, let's begin from the north today to say the Kano Governorship Petition Tribunal has sacked Governor Yusuf of the New Nigeria People's Party and declared the All Progressives Congress candidate Nasiru Gawuna the winner of the March 18 election. In a virtual ruling, the court ordered the withdrawal of the certificate of return INEC presented to Yusuf and directed a certificate of return to be issued to Gawuna. This was after over 165,000 votes were declared invalid and deducted from the sitting governor's vote.
Ballot papers, 165,000 of the ballot papers, and the court went through these ballot papers one after the other and confirmed that these ballot papers were not signed, stamped, and dated. And the law says it shall be signed, stamped, and dated. So all these three must be there. Not two, not one. All the three must be there. And the court, of course, accordingly deducted these invalid votes from the votes of NNPP. After doing that, Nasiru Yusuf Gawuna was declared the winner of the election.
All right, in reaction to this, Yakubu says, I have these honest questions regarding today's judgment and need only honest and objective answer. I understand that the tribunal has ordered the inspection of the used ballot papers, and they found that about 165,000 ballot papers across the state were either not signed, stamped, dated, or both, which made them wasted. One, statistically, under normal circumstances, it is not possible that all these ballot papers belong to a particular candidate. Two, where are the party agents at the polling unit, what level and local government level when the votes were inserted, or who inserted them? Assuming 165,000 votes were deducted from NNPP, it would remain about 865,000 votes for them, while APC had 890,000 votes. However, the election had more than 70,000 votes cancelled due to overvoting, more than the difference between the votes scored by the two parties, which is 27,000. Why wasn't it declared as inconclusive? For JB, he says it's not a rocket science. Just do your arithmetic and find out the answer. Ganduje was appointed as APC chairman. Gawuna refused the ministerial appointment position for an obvious reason. Kwankwaso, who in the not-too-distant past was used as a conduit against other candidates to give APC foothold, missed out on the compensation arrangement, and you think Kano APC will let that slot slip? Okay, for this user, it says the court only acts on submissions. They are not electoral umpires. Had it been APC went to the petition for a rerun, they would have ordered for a rerun. But instead, APC claimed to have won more legitimate vote and therefore should be declared. The law is tricky, yet so static. Also in reaction to this, Agbo Emmanuel says, electronic judgment, very possible. Electronic voting, not possible. Welcome to Nigeria. And finally, Ruben says, if happens that the judiciary is doing the right thing, there will be no panic whenever they are delivering judgment. So the last two reactions are to the virtual judgment. They were not in court, but they joined via Zoom to deliver the judgment. Now, a pan-Yoruba organization, Yoruba Council Worldwide, has threatened to sue former President Olusegun Obasanjo if he refuses to apologize on 10 television stations, including AIT, and 20 newspapers for publicly disrespecting Yoruba monarchs last Friday in Oyo State. The group, in a letter of final warning to Obasanjo, urged him to immediately stop parading himself as the Balogun of Owo Kingdom. The former president, at a function on Friday, had ordered the Obas in attendance to stand in honor of the state governor, Seyi Makinde, as they are constitutionally lower than a governor. This has generated mixed reactions as some monarchs in the southwest insist Obasanjo must apologize as the action is sacrilegious. The last and final warning, as they put it, reads in part that okay, so let's have some reactions. Mazi says, The Obasanjo will not apologize. He did what he did, but I have issues why the Obas stood up in the first place. Obasanjo was supposed to be their subject and not the other way around. Obasanjo no longer holds political office to command such powers on the Obas. I think they should find a soft landing and die this case. Also in reaction, Lamilekon says governors pay Obas and kings from allocation gotten from the federal government. I'm surprised at the noise this is creating. When Ganduje deposed Sanusi, nobody wailed. It's no longer news that the Obas are being managed by civilian leaders and may do whatever they want with them. Said says, did he force them to stand up? He wouldn't have done anything if they didn't obey him. They jumped up with smiles on their faces. All these are afterthought. Trust Baba, he can even apologize on 10 television stations and 100 national dailies, but history is written already. And this user says, which constitution do they want to use to threaten OBJ? The same constitution? So let's see. There might just be an update unknown to us. And then the Lagos State Police Command Public Relations Officer Ben Hundeyin has taken to X to share safety guidelines on sharing nudes as he warns about the dangers of extortion and blackmail. Apparently, this is in reaction to the recent increase in acclaimed leaked private videos and pictures on the social media. He advised against sharing, but gave tips to observe if you have to share nudes with whoever. So he said, if you must send nudes, at least do one view or cover your face or any other identification mark. And do not forget that video calls can be screenshot and recorded. For others, it is a clandestine recording of their intimate moment, of course, without consent. I have honestly lost count of people, sometimes notable ones, approaching me about someone somewhere, blackmailing and extorting them with their nudes. Trust no one. Take adequate precautions. Trust your instinct too. And do not forget to reach this website, and then that's the Nigeria Police website, in the unfortunate event you fall victim of this. For Victor, he says, see beautiful tips on how to send nudes online. It be like say Bros Ben be consultant on nude sending affairs. Bobby, you try well for this year tips. Well done. Also in reaction, Moturade says, I think sending nude pictures and videos should be an offense under the law. But another one is wondering, and he says, as consenting adult, no, it shouldn't. Mazi Ibem, he says, do not share your nudes with anyone nor allow anyone take your nude pictures or videos. Today's fun may turn to tomorrow's agony. I hope you didn't miss that last sentence. And even if you have to send, like, highlight, okay, view this once. You know that someone with more than a device, of course, you cannot screenshot because it's protected, anything that is sent to you for one-time view. But you can use another device to record it, you know. Stay safe, people. And then Mohbad's father, Joseph Aloba, has been queried on why he hurriedly buried his fast-rising singer's son. This is after a video went viral of a man said to be the former chairman of Landlords Association in his area. In the video, the man claims Mohbad's father was hell-bent on burying his son at night, but for his intervention.
No, kí ló dé?
Mo de ṣe deputy chairman ti di Egugbe area. If I decided to go to chairman ti di Egugbe area, mo ti act for some days.
Well, the father has explained that it is customary not to delay the burial of a deceased person when both parents are still alive. He stressed that if Mohbad had passed away at an older age, the option of keeping his body for a later date may have been considered. However, he didn't say why he allowed an undersized coffin that Mohbad's neck had to be twisted and laid on his shoulder, as seen in viral pictures that we cannot share here. So, by the way, we hear that some arrests have been made, according to Iyabo Ojo yesterday on Instagram, plus the nurse who gave him the injection has also been arrested. All right, tributes to Mohbad right there. Today, the candle session is today in Lekki Phase 1 in Lagos State. So that's everything on Kakaaki Social today. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I'll see you again tomorrow. Good morning, Adora.